No, you don't. No, no, no. We're already recording. Say the intro. Say the intro. What do you mean?
Welcome back to Inside the Mind of a Gamer, episode 2. What's the verdict, gentlemen?
Video
You're not even
games.
going to
Video
say
games.
who's hosting us.
Right, or
You're not even
nothing.
saying who's here. Not even. I'm your host, David, here with my co-host.
Oh,
Right,
yes.
or
Yes.
nothing.
Beg my pardon. I'm David, your host, along with Brendan, also known as Ravy YT, and Derek, known as a random white guy.
Yes, there we go.
Okay, I guess that's acceptable.
Wow.
I guess
Okay.
that's
So
acceptable.
what's our topic today, Jim? I wasn't
Random
briefed.
stuff like last time. It's just legit
Random stuff like last time. Wonderful.
Yeah, after
Okay.
the out of pocket stuff you said in our last episode.
It was two statements. It wasn't that bad. I've heard worse and I've said worse. Anywho,
That's a very valid statement.
If we have no topics like pre-prepared to talk about, then I have one
Right?
that recently
Okay.
came up today, actually. And what do we think about convenience in video games? And
What do
by
you mean?
this I mean, like, in the modern game, you're able to fast travel everywhere. Like, I want you to think about like Spider-Man 2. You know,
Right,
that's a
right.
big example. You're able to just like fast travel anywhere. You know,
Mhm.
what do we think about that? Is that a good or a bad thing?
It's good for the lazy gamers. Because
Yeah.
I know from
Mhm.
watching Spider-Man 2 gameplay and reading about it, nobody really used the fast travel mechanic unless they were like too lazy to swing through Brooklyn and New York.
Mhm.
Fair.
Okay, so it's for the casual gamer.
Exactly. For the people who like don't want to
Okay.
get into every inch of the game, don't want to become the character.
Mhm. So I think fast travel is like sort of lazy. You know,
It
Okay.
not
is.
just like not just from the gamer perspective, but from like a game design standpoint. Like, have you guys ever played Watch Dogs?
Yes,
Mhm.
I
Like
played every
Watch
one of
underscore
them.
Dogs? Yeah. What'd you think about them? I quite enjoyed Watch Dogs 1.
I enjoyed Watch
Yeah,
Dogs.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah. What'd you guys think of the fast travel? Did you ever use it?
No,
No.
not once. I
Yeah,
always drove a car.
exactly.
I didn't
Wasn't
realize there
driving the
was
car way
fast
more fun
travel.
than taking the fast
Always.
travel? Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I didn't realize there was
Yeah.
fast travel until after I beat the game.
That's funny.
Like,
And I think that speaks a lot about Watch Dogs, you know, from a
mhm,
design standpoint, that like you get to drive everywhere and it's just like it's never really annoying to drive, you
right.
know?
It's
Never
not like
is.
GTA.
Yeah. You get whatever car you like to drive, you turn on the radio and you get to drive for a couple minutes,
And
you know? And I think
that
that's
and like
great.
you hack stuff along the way.
I feel like it adds to the experience, if
Exactly.
anything.
It adds to the experience with just like the sort of getting into character as
Mhm.
what was his name? Aiden Pierce in the first game.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah. And like
yeah.
it's that, you know, like a lot of the time when you have fast travel in a video game, it sort of just makes a loading screen, and
Mhm.
that's just not good for immersion, you know.
Right.
And I'm not the my immersion sort of guy, you know. Like I don't care about seeing the fucking cubes on the toilet seat in the video games I play, you know.
Right.
But like it's the little things, really.
A
Mhm.
good example of a good fast travel in a game, I'm going to use this example.
Okay.
I'm going to
Mhm.
use the God of War game, all right?
Okay.
It still adds to the
God of
experience.
War 4, the
God
new
of War
one.
4.
Okay.
Yeah. Like you go in there, it's not just a blank screen you're staring at for like 5 minutes. You still get to walk around and do things and explore that
I have to
area
say
before
that
you get
I'm
to it.
actually unfamiliar with God of War 4.
Oh,
Same.
really? I
Yeah,
highly
Yeah.
recommend it.
can you describe us what the fast travel is and how it works?
The fast
Yeah.
travel is so this is in the Norse mythology where I'm not going to go into whole detail with it, but the fast travel is you go to this door, which with God, I'm having a stroke.
As usual.
You go to this. Shut up, Brendan. You go to this door with a rune stone, and it connects you to the connecting realms. So
Mhm.
you can
Oh, it's like the
travel.
Otenheim.
Yeah, like the Jotunheim,
Okay.
and it connects you to the tree of the realms, which is, if I remember correctly, I'm forgetting the name here, but it
Yggdrasil.
connects
Jotunheim. Or that one too.
Yggdrasil and Jotunheim. It connects you to all the realms, and
Mhm.
sure, you could take the longer route by going to this big temple, and you have to manually turn this dial which connects you to those realms. And it
Okay.
takes longer, but it still adds to the experience. But you can still also fast travel because the fast
Okay.
travel is also connected to the
Like from your
story.
map.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And even then,
Well,
either way, it connects to the story too, and it adds to the experience too. Because at some point in
Yeah.
the story, you are forced to go to the fast travel area and lead off the path that's there
mhm.
to connect
Mhm.
to the game. That is a good example of how they can implement fast travel into the game.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I understand.
I get
You
that.
know, like having your fast travel be like not just it exists from a gameplay standpoint, but like justifying its existence, like with the lore and the story that's being told, definitely adds to it and makes it
Hmm.
feel less lazy. You know,
And plus,
like
it adds significance to the story because it also plays a key point to the story to allow
hmm,
you to progress.
like in Skyrim, Skyrim has a really bad fast travel system.
I
You
believe
know,
that.
have you guys played Skyrim?
Yo, yes.
A little bit.
Yeah, yeah. You played Skyrim a little bit. Okay, let me tell you how let me tell you how the fast travel works in Skyrim. Right. So
Okay.
there's two different fast travel systems, and like you're going to be using one way more than the other. The first fast travel system is it's the carriages,
Okay.
and what it is you can just like get a carriage and it'll take you to like any major city in the game. You know,
Mhm.
which by itself that'd be fine.
Right.
You know, if your fast travel is I'll take you to any major city in the game and you pay me gold and I'll take you to the city, that makes
Right.
sense. That's fair. You
Hmm.
know, because then it makes it so that okay, like either I pay with the gold in game for convenience to take me somewhere else, or I spend the time walking, running, or riding my horse there.
Is that like for like a different method of like the taxis in GTA?
Probably. I haven't played GTA. But there's also the second type of fast travel, which is you open up your map, you click on an icon from a place where you've already been, and then you get a loading screen and you appear there, which is just so lazy. You know?
Fair.
And pretty whack as well.
I have a question.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about the Game of the Year nominees?
What are they?
Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Marvel's Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and then Legends of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
Tears of the Kingdom and Spider-Man 2 don't deserve to be up there. They're
Oh,
I
look,
I'd
it's
agree.
mascot game, but again, you know,
mhm.
like I love Spider-Man. Don't get me wrong, I love Spider-Man. I don't know much about the Spider-Man games, and I don't care much about the Spider-Man games. I love The Legend of Zelda, loved Breath of the Wild, played a little bit of Tears of the Kingdom. I liked it, but it doesn't feel like Game of the Year.
Mm. All right. Out
Like
of the six
if
that I
Breath of
named,
the Wild
what's
out of the six, Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate? You think Baldur's Gate
Yeah,
was gonna win?
Fair, fair, fair. I'd agree with that.
I don't think that Baldur's Gate is gonna win. I think Baldur's Gate.
Okay. Fair.
That's my personal choice. Because here's the thing: for your game to win Game of the Year, I don't think it's much about like the gameplay, which is obvious, but like you have to have a good story. You have to have something like Elden
Yeah.
Ring. Elden Ring earning best narrative is so deserved
Okay.
because
Hmm.
like I've said this before, if you play a Dark Souls game, if you play any game from software, and please remember, dear viewers, that I am the number one from software dick writer. I'm not going to shut up about them ever.
Jesus Christ.
But From Software, like their stories are always hidden. You have to look for the story. All right. If you
Right.
don't want the story, you can just be guy with sword swinging through the entire game, and then you can finish the game and be like, I don't understand what happened. Nobody told me what's going on. They all used big fancy words and didn't mean anything, you know. But like,
Right.
if you look through the game, you listen to what the people are telling you in the game, and you consider it like in the narrative, it'll paint you such a vivid picture that like most other games really fail to do, because
Right.
most other games tell you the story, you know.
Right.
Like no other game really has the sort of like environment that shows you the story, you know. It's always the
Mhm.
show don't tell argument.
Right.
And I just
Mhm.
think that's what's really great about them and what's deserved to win. You know, Baldur's Gate um, is probably not going to be like that because the story is told from like characters, you know, but it's those characters that really makes the story what it is.
Hmm.
You know, it's a role playing game. You sort of have to have some characters that you can bounce off of, you know,
Yeah, I get that.
because otherwise it's just a monologue. It's just you telling the game who you are.
I get
And
that.
I think that's just really beautiful, and it's definitely deserving of Game of the Year.
Okay. I see that. Out of these six, I've only played none of them. So
Uh-huh.
I don't really have a say.
I've only played Tears of the Kingdom, so that tells you how much I know.
Yeah, I didn't even knew there was a new
Only
Super
played
Mario
Breath
Bros.
of the
Game
Wild.
out.
That was it.
Hmm.
Um, so I don't know.
The
I
only sort of
just
Mario games I played was the Mario Wii, and that was it.
Mario
Hmm.
Wii is so good.
It is. It's amazing.
Wait, which
Tennis,
Mario on the Wii are we talking about? Like
tennis,
we're talking
Not
about
and
the
Galaxy?
no, like the Wii,
Okay.
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Super Mario Wii.
Oh, Super Mario Bros.
Oh,
Wii. Okay.
okay. So it's like
Yeah.
Super Mario Bros. Switch, just on the Wii.
I don't think there is one called Super Mario Bros. Switch.
It's called Super Mario Bros. I own it. It's called Super Mario Bros. Something.
Yeah.
I think it's called
But yeah.
U Edition or something like that.
Yeah. But yeah, there is just Super Mario Bros. And there's also Super
Hmm.
Mario Bros. U. There's honestly so many
NDS.
Super Mario games. And yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm. But
David,
those
what
are
do you think
the
about the nominees?
So my thoughts on the award nominations for Game of the Year. Even though I
Hmm.
don't know much, what I will say from playing the first Spider-Man game, I enjoyed it. I
Mhm.
really did enjoy playing it a lot. Sure, all games have its flaws, but oh well.
Hmm.
Second game, I still think being able to fast travel is pretty lazy, like what we brought up earlier.
Okay. You know what? That's extremely fair. You know, when you have a
Okay.
game that sort of has movement as a core, having fast travel just definitely seems lazy.
And especially
Fair.
if you're playing Spider-Man,
Hmm.
Mhm.
like
Web
like
slinging
going through the
slasher.
city web slinging is
Yeah, that's one of the big like
being
criticisms
able
I
to
heard.
web sling through all of the city is just it's like saying, okay, I'm gonna use another example here. Say if you
Hmm.
take an Iron Man game
Right.
and you
Hmm.
just fast travel without flying anywhere. Is there really a point to
A
being
point
Iron
to be
Man?
an Iron Man.
Hmm.
Speaking of
Yeah. You know what?
flipping Iron Man, they're supposed to be making
Okay.
an Iron Man game again.
What?
Yeah, like to go
Hmm.
against the VR game that they came out a couple years ago. I heard
Really?
something
That's
on the
interesting.
internets. Yeah.
You know what? I don't really think that Iron Man is a good superhero to have like a game attached to.
Why?
You know? So like here's the thing. When you have like a superhero game, it's supposed to deliver on the fantasy of being that superhero, you know? Like as
Right.
Wolverine, you're gonna have a hack and slash. Spider-Man, Like, as obviously shown with the game, you gotta have that that movement, you know.
Right.
Mhm.
But like, when I think about what makes Iron Man Iron Man, what makes Iron Man is being rich, being funny, and then having the biggest gun. And I don't think that'd be like entertaining for a game.
Fair.
Yeah.
That is
Like
fair. Yeah.
what do we think about like what superhero would make the most fun game?
Um,
What's the mathematical most fun superhero to have a game attached to?
honestly, I'm gonna say if they made like a Fantastic Four game, that would be
Oh,
pretty dope.
You
oh
know
my gosh!
what?
I've been waiting
Word.
for a Fantastic Four game. Oh my
Because
god!
like you have the
Hmm.
Human
I have
Torch,
it
you have the
because I
Thing.
have it on the PS2. I still have my Fantastic Four
Oh
game
yeah.
on my PS2,
They did make a PS2 game.
and I
You're
enjoyed
so
it,
right
and
Uh-huh.
about
a
that.
PSP.
Hmm. But yeah, like you have the Human Torch, you
Fantastic
have the
Four would go
Thing,
hard.
Invisible Woman, you have Mr. Fantastic, and like you can have them.
The
It could
thing
be a co-op, an online co-op game too, to where you can
that
play
would
with
be
all
awesome.
four.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Like someone can like because the Human
I
Torch,
can
yeah,
definitely
his
see
powers
that.
are fire, but you can fly around,
Hmm.
shoot fire. You can't go into space, but you can leave the atmosphere and stuff. And like for
Just
side
listed the two things
missions,
that he can do. You can
pretty
fly around,
much.
you can shoot fire. You can't go to space,
Um,
but you can leave the atmosphere kind of.
and like for like
Somewhere in
since like
between.
right I know for like mainly all the Fantastic Four movies that have came out,
Yeah.
uh, it's all been Doctor Doom. But, like for like a big
Hmm.
bad, they can be like, bringing like Galactus into the game, and like it's part of the movie where like the moment Johnny touches somebody, he switches powers with one of the Fantastic Four members.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
It can be like that, so where you can accidentally mid game swap powers with one of your friends.
You
Oh,
know what?
that would actually be really. I would actually be
You
really
know
interested to see
what?
how that would play out.
Yeah, that'd actually be really cool. Like a couch co-op game where you have like two move sets and you just
Hmm.
have to like swap between them between the
Yeah,
two people to like make actual good use of them. That'd actually be sick.
yeah. Another game I've been thinking about game for years is an Avatar: The Last Airbender game.
Yes,
That is
yes,
honestly,
Oh,
I
yes.
think would
okay.
be good.
Phenomenal. Yes, please, please.
Wait.
Like,
Like specifically the Last Airbender.
no, Legends of Korra, Avatar: Last Airbender, it's open world,
Okay. So
but
just
Mhm.
but
just
like
an Avatar game.
yeah, but like the set of the I was thinking about a show for this too, but it's both team avatars, but like something happens to where they're like both in the same universe at the same time. It's like a time travel anomaly game,
So
Uh-huh.
like an MK11 basically, where they fucked up time
right?
basically.
But you can play as Aang or Korra, but you can't go into the avatar to stay at the same time because there's only one avatar spirit.
Hmm.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, that definitely is an interesting idea.
Like you can choose your team. You can have like Mako and
Mm-hmm.
Toph be on the same team and run with Aang, and like there's separate missions. Or like you have to go against Firelord or Ozai and Zahir, and like
Uh-huh.
you just have to. And it can be like a
This
10 player
sounds
base
like
game.
what does this sound like to me? This sounds
Because I was gonna say, didn't
like
they already make
Hyrule
a Legend of
Fighters.
Korra game? I was gonna say, didn't they already
Mm,
make a Legend of Avatar game?
not that I know of.
I could
Not
have
that I
swore
know
I
of.
saw like I could have
I
swore
know
I
they
saw
made a
like
mobile game.
because I was scrolling through my YouTube once and I saw like the Legend of Korra Avatar something, and it was it, it was specifically gameplay of when she first tries out to be in the competitive arena, and like it shows
Oh,
you like how to
Mm-hmm.
play and whatnot. And
Oh yeah.
I was like, I could have swore I heard this
That
from
by itself
somewhere.
would be a sick game. Where it's
I've
just
been
like
there.
trying.
there's
I've been
just the
trying to look
arena
for it. I've
from
been trying
Legend
to
of
look
Korra.
for it. I've been trying to look for it for so many years now.
Mhm. Also, Brendan, I hate to break it to you, but I'm pretty sure the story you described is literally just Hyrule Warriors Legends.
Is
It's the
what?
Legend of Zelda game. Have you not heard of Hyrule Warriors?
No, I have not.
Okay. Well, let me break it down for you.
Enlighten.
So, Legend of Zelda, right?
Hmm.
And then it's a hack and slash game. Y'all know what a hack and slash game. I don't have to explain it to you. It's your Darksiders. It's your
Just saying,
that.
just saying,
It's your buttons
Darksiders
game.
2 is the best, along with the first one.
Fucking wrong. Darksiders 1 is the best. Anywho.
Well, Darksiders 2 for me because I grew up with it.
Hyrule Warriors is like what happens is like all of the timelines like collapse basically, and they all just converge at this one point, which means that you have like all of the big bads from all of the games and like in a whole bunch of different areas, just like at this one time, and you have like all of the big names that you get to fight with, which
Oh,
is
okay.
kind of what you described.
Oh,
It sounds like you
dang.
want, yeah, but it's cool. It's cool. It's definitely a good way to start off a game.
But
Yeah.
on the presence of David, I found me a Korra game. It was an Xbox game, and it's
Is
no
it?
longer it was around for 3 years, and then Activision was like no, and then pulled it from shelves.
Dude,
But I found the game.
Xbox has some Xbox has some banger games on it. Like
I
know there was a
agree.
Kung Fu Panda game. It went hard.
Kung
I
Fu
was at
Panda
my
game?
friend's house when I played it, and that we were just laughing for
I
hours.
remember
It's amazing.
Master Shifu was like tiny and he had so many moves. He was so quick.
Jesus Christ.
It was insane, bro.
I believe it.
It was a 3D beat 'em up. You'd literally just
Mm-hmm.
run around trashing folks on different missions. It went
Yeah.
crazy.
I know earlier last year
Xbox had
before it
some
was removed,
whack games.
Xbox had a Power Rangers fighting game.
What?
Yeah,
What
Xbox
is
had
it?
a Power Rangers
Power Rangers Battle to defend the grid or something? Or is that a
yeah,
different Power
yeah.
Rangers game?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it
Okay.
was like
This
a
is my
Mortal
first
Kombat
time hearing it.
style it was like a Mortal Kombat style Power Rangers game.
Okay.
It
Sounds like
mess
it goes
was
hard.
it did. I lost every
Mm.
round. But we don't talk about it. We don't talk about it. But yeah,
Yo, can y'all imagine a Power Rangers 2D fighting game and it's just the different Rangers from all of the shows?
Jesus
That would actually be
Christ.
really
That'd go
cool.
It would
I
crazy.
be
would actually
cool
like
if they
drop
had
money
morphine
on that.
sequences. If they
Hmm.
actually had the morphine sequences, it would be cool.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing, Brendan. Those are just the supers. That's just super meter. That's it. That's the thing. If we're talking just like a normal 2D fighting game, like Street Fighter, that's just a super.
The morphine
They
is
hit
just a
the super
super.
and they just start morphing, bro. They just use
Uh,
whatever power.
Speaking of Power Rangers,
You best believe I'm repping my Power Rangers RPM.
okay, okay. Speaking of Power Rangers, since we're on the thing of Power Rangers,
Mm-hmm.
why is it that none of the villains that Power Rangers go against tackle them while they're morphing?
Oh God, that's always what I said.
Like they're
Bro,
standing still yelling
you
their
gotta
call
respect
sign.
the cutscene. You gotta respect
Not,
the call scene.
not,
You gotta
not.
respect it.
Yeah, I respect it,
No, no,
but like,
no, Brendan. What you're saying is like, why not tackle Goku while he's constantly screaming, "God, man!" It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's why don't they do that? It's like me and my sister watch Miraculous, and like when they transform, what's stopping them from being tackled?
nothing.
Like they're children. What's stopping them from you
I'm just
tackling them?
imagining Sailor Moon stopping a robbery. She's like morphing, and the robber just shoots her in the knee and runs away
Right.
mid morph.
Like there's nothing stopping. Like or like when the Power Rangers call their Zords and they're on the ground throwing stuff, what's stopping you from jumping on them as they go into their Zord? What's
Messing
stopping you?
around with their dumbass cell phones when they get kneecapped.
Right. Like there's nothing stopping you from stopping these people. Like they are
Oh
teenagers
man,
with cool phones. But Mystic Force Power Rangers and Jungle Fury Power Rangers go hard.
it do.
I gotta say, my favorite is Power Rangers RPM. Is the one where they got cars. The only reason it's my favorite is because it's the only one I ever watched.
There.
I don't remember why I only watched it. It might have been the only one on Netflix. We might have had it on box set. I don't remember. I just know it's the only one I watched.
I've watched every single Power Rangers, but
Even
The first
RPM.
Power
including
Rangers I've
RPM.
ever watched. The only first Power Rangers I've ever watched was Power Rangers Mega Force.
What? Okay.
Was
Anyway,
there a Power Rangers movie?
yeah, there was a Power
Surely
Rangers
there
movie.
was.
There was a Power Rangers Mighty Morphin movie back in 1998. There was a Power Rangers movie that came out in 2017. There's a Power Rangers movie that came
That's the
out
one I'm
this
talking
year.
about. Power Rangers 2017. I'm pretty sure I saw that one. Isn't it like the one where it's just like, whoa, I'm black, and it's just like, no, you're not.
Yeah, yeah.
That's all I remember from that movie, where Black Rangers goes, whoa, I'm black, and then Blue
And then
Ranger looks at it and goes, no,
Billy's
you're
like, no,
not.
you're not. He's like, don't do that.
It was so
Yeah,
fucking stupid.
yeah. My favorite part about Power Rangers RPM is their morphers. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Their morphers go hard.
Hmm.
Cause like they yell their call sign and they just roll their morpher on anything. Watch the scene where dude rolled his morpher on the villain. But other than that,
They'd be doing too much.
they do. Power Rangers be doing too much. They be doing too much.
Yeah.
Always.
I
Like
think
how
the
was
reason why the Power Rangers got to be like yelling out stuff like that is because their obvious like identity is just styling on villains.
It really do be like that.
I would say yes, but I think it was one Power Rangers. It's the one with the Dog Ranger.
Mm.
Whichever one has the Dog
Um,
Ranger. But I think that's SPD. I think in SPD, they had a whole thing about like why do they have to yell to their call signs, and it's for so a regular person can't morph. They have to call it
A regular person can't morph.
like
wow.
let's say we're not Power Rangers and us three go take morpher from the Rangers. If we just type in the code without calling the call sign, because it's voice recognized. That's why they call the call sign.
Okay.
It just allows them
All
to
right.
morph.
Makes
I
sense.
prefer my answer, which is just they like to style on them. They got the drip.
You gotta let you know that you're a Ranger, which doesn't make sense. I don't
Nah,
know how
it's
their
just a
identities are
we
concealed.
gotta let you know that you fucked, bro. You got the Power Rangers rolling up on you. We got the proof. We got the morphers. We got the
The
call signs.
Zords,
Your ass is not going anywhere except for a hospital bed.
right? And here's my thing. Here's another thing about Power Rangers that I really never understood. If the entire enemy team against the Power Rangers knows their identities, why haven't they pulled up in their sleep or at their homes?
Oh God,
Bro,
that's what I've been
bro.
saying.
They can literally morph at any time.
But not if they're half asleep. They're not gonna morph in their sleep.
You don't know that. You
A
literally don't
sleep
know that.
ranger,
If
sleep
all I'm
fighting
telling you,
Power Ranger.
if you are a villain, right, and you know,
Right.
like you're going up against these Power Rangers, and you know their names, you know that they're people, and you know that they like exist in real life and just like sort of do things. Like you're not gonna know that maybe they aren't prepared when they go to sleep. You're gonna think,
I've never seen
okay,
a Power Ranger
well,
sleep.
Oh God.
exactly. You've never seen a Power Ranger sleep.
I've never seen a
You
Power
don't even
Ranger
know
in
if they
bed.
do sleep.
Right. I've
If
never
you're a villain, you don't even know if they do sleep.
like I know in Power Rangers Dino Charge, their Dino Charge gems stop them from aging. So they're just
Exactly.
immortal.
If you're a
Like,
villain, you really got no clue what sort of bullshit they're gonna pull up with.
right, and like
Like
when they
you telling me you're gonna willingly seek them out?
In broad daylight.
there.
Broad nightlight, bro.
Well, they be finding in
And
broad
just
daylight anyway.
Broad streetlights, man. You telling me you're gonna pull
I've,
up on them?
I've never
oh
seen
God,
Power
no.
Rangers fight in the dark.
Exactly. What if they're
I've
stronger?
never seen I've
You
never
don't
seen them
know.
fight at nights. I've never seen a night fight on Power Rangers.
they're just like it's quiet tonight, and they're like justice, and just all of them pop out right there. That would just be
Like,
funny.
there's like speaking of justice, there's a Power
All
Rangers
right.
comic to where the Power Rangers ended up in Gotham
What?
Yeah.
and they
Dude,
jumped Batman.
there's
Batman crossover?
so
Batman
many.
Yeah,
crossover?
There's
they
I
so
would
jumped.
many
laugh.
Batman cross.
Yeah, they jumped
This is
Batman.
where I watched my parents die, Raphael. Cowabunga.
They ended up jumping
There's so
The
many
Power Rangers just
crossovers.
jumped them.
What's the
Just
wildest crossover that y'all know? I'll start. My Little
Okay.
Pony and Transformers.
I saw that. I saw that.
I
Yeah,
saw
saw
that.
that one.
the
I've
ponies
seen that one.
literally witnessed a fucking genocide.
The craziest crossover I witnessed was the Teen Titans crossover with someone. It was damn it. But
Real descriptive, bud.
yeah, comic book wise, the craziest crossover is the Marvel versus DC crossover. That's a crazy
Marvel
crossover to
versus
read.
DC. How's that crazy? That seems pretty
Because
Like
like
tame.
that's amazing. That's amazing, bro.
it wasn't tame. It was unfair. It was an unfair fight, to be honest. They
Who
had
won?
Martian Manhunter go up against someone. I know it was Wonder Woman versus Supergirl. It was
Oh,
Green
Wonder Woman
Arrow
wins that.
versus
Wait,
Easily.
Wonder Woman,
wait,
Supergirl.
no,
Those are
not
both DC heroes. What the hell are you
what
talking
it
about?
right. I'm gonna look up the comic. I'm gonna just look up the comic. I'm getting it wrong. I'm getting the information wrong.
Do y'all know the Transformers comic lore?
Not most of it.
Okay. Well, let me give you a little tidbit. The
Okay.
reason why there was the entire civil war between the Autobots and Decepticon is because one or one guy reached over a counter to grab a straw, spilled someone's drink, and caused a bar fight, causing Megatron to be like basically imprisoned for no reason because he was in the bar where it happened, which caused him to become a Decepticon.
Really?
What?
Yeah, that's the entire reason why everything in Transformers happened. That was the one event that started it all, basically.
Okay. Are y'all
Wow.
ready for this
Very
lineup?
anticlimactic. I want to hear this. Shoot.
Shiver me
Are
timbers, bro.
you
Shoot.
guys ready for this lineup?
Shoot it.
What's the
Okay.
lineup? Tell us.
Wolverine versus Lobo. Batman versus Captain America.
Versus Lobo. Okay.
Yeah. Batman versus Captain America. Storm versus
Batman versus
Wonder
Cap.
Woman. Yeah.
Okay.
Um.
Wonder Woman wins that. Wonder Woman wins.
Uh.
That's
Shazam
tenfold.
versus Hercules. Flash versus
Shazam versus
Quicksilver.
Hercules.
Yeah. Flash versus Quicksilver. Superman versus the Hulk.
Flash wins
Uh.
tenfold.
Yeah.
It looks
Superman
like
versus the Hulk? I think Hulk wins
yeah.
that.
It looks like we're doing Dick Grayson's Robin
Mm-hmm.
versus Bucky, Winter Soldier. I don't know why they did that to him.
That's crazy.
I don't, I don't
That's
know why.
actually such a crazy
that-
matchup on its own.
I don't know why they did
Dick
that.
Grayson Robin.
I would genuinely want to
Yeah.
see how people would decipher. Oh, who would actually win that? I'm
Wait.
curious.
Is it like Bucky Super Soldier or like Bucky as Bucky?
Bucky as Bucky before everything.
Before everything? Before everything,
Before.
Grayson wins.
Yeah.
Even if he's a kid, he's beating Bucky's ass. I'm sorry to say.
Hey man,
Look.
And then
if you match Batman or like if you match a Robin trained by Batman against literally any other person, I'm like 90% sure that Robin is coming out on top. Like,
and then they
tenfold as well.
they released the second issue. I don't know, they released the second issue.
I think
And
Dick Grayson beats Bucky low diff, honestly.
Wait, who did you
And
pair up against Lobo? Who did you pair up against Lobo?
Wolverine.
I
Wolverine.
think Wolverine wins that. Wolverine definitely wins that.
No, but
I
the second lineup
mean-
is even crazier.
I mean, hear me out.
There's a second line out.
There's a
Hold up.
second
We
lineup.
gotta go through. We gotta go
Okay.
through
let's
the
go
first
through
one and say our
line
win.
out. Let's go through the second line
The,
out.
the
From the
Human
top, Brendan.
Torch. The Human Torch versus Guy Gardner Green Lantern. Okay.
I think technically a Green Lantern wins that. Green Lanterns are hella powerful and they're all just so dumb.
No,
If
this
I
is
was a
the
Green
Green Lantern
I'd
that
do
turned into
Bull
a
Run.
White Lantern. This is the Green Lantern that turned into a White Lantern.
But is he a White Lantern now? No, he's a Green
No.
Lantern, which means he's
Yeah.
dumb and stupid.
Okay,
Damn.
so it looks like we have Silver Surfer versus Martian Manhunter.
Silver Surfer wins that, dude. Silver Surfer is literally powered by fucking nuclear energy. I don't think Martian Manhunter can burst that
But
realistically.
then again, you have to take in he can literally phase through literally everything.
Can he
We
phase
have-
through radiation? I don't think so, but
I wouldn't be surprised if he could.
his weakness is fire.
Fair. Fine. Next.
Yeah.
We have
Next.
Spider-Man versus Superboy.
Spider-Man versus Superboy.
I
Who
would
the
say-
fuck
Yeah.
is Superboy?
Superboy
I
is
would
a
say
clone of Superman mixed in with Lex Luthor's DNA. All he has, he can leap a building and he has super strength. He has no heat vision, no cold breath, and he can't fly. And he's invulnerable, somewhat invulnerable.
Oh, or no, then Spider-Man
I
wins
would
that.
say I was gonna say like just pure raw strength ability. Even then, Spider-Man wins tenfold.
Yeah, no. Everybody sleeps on how strong Spider-Man is. Spider-Man can
Homie
he
could
can
Yeah.
legit
punch your
stop.
head
No,
off his
if you could
shoulders.
think, no, if
Yeah.
you think about it, homie can stop a car flying at you at like literally 200 miles an hour.
You know,
Yeah, like Spider-Man is ridiculously strong for no reason.
the whole dynamic with Bucky and Steve, America and Winter
hmm
Soldier, about how Bucky's always able to push Steve around because they're both super
Yeah.
soldiers. But when he tried to punch Spider-Man, Spider-Man palmed his arm with ease.
Yeah.
He couldn't move Spider-Man to save his life.
That's so fucking funny too. How
I actually find that funny.
Spider-Man really respects like Captain America, and he's like, "Oh, I can't say that. That's Captain America, you know." And then Captain
But
America, like Spider-Man, can beat Cap's ass.
right at any given point. We also
Spider-Man can
have
put Captain America in a nursing home, bro.
Oh my god.
okay, Dane Foster's Thor versus Hulk.
huh.
No, that's the same
Versus
team.
Hulk, Hulk wins.
Versus Superman. Sorry, versus Superman. They're all merged.
Versus
Versus
Superman.
Versus Superman?
Oh,
Yeah.
Thor versus Superman.
Yeah.
Is that the matchup? Thor versus Superman.
Yeah. Yeah. Jane Foster's Thor though. So
Oh,
she
Jane
has the hammer
Foster
that
Thor.
breaks apart. Yeah, she has a hammer that breaks apart.
Oh.
I look. I don't think there's a Thor that beats Superman. Well, actually,
Really? Beta Red
Because
Bill.
if you think about it, look at it like this: both of them are literally gods.
no. See, here's the thing. In DC and in Marvel, there's a very clear separation between mortal and like a god. You know, it's very obvious when one is like biologically stronger and one is like magically or otherwise stronger. You know,
that's a
like
fair.
damn
Superman's
good lineup.
entire weakness. Superman's entire weakness, I should have you guys
Is a
know,
rug.
is magic. No.
Right. That too.
Magic
That too,
counters the
magic.
fuck out of Superman.
Yeah.
And Thor,
That's why
being a god, kind of has magic.
his Mjolnir is
Fair.
magic.
This is tough, honestly. This is a writer's work, personally.
Yeah, isn't Superman's
we've also
weakness to
We've
magic?
also seen Thor get rolled. Then
True.
again,
Yeah, we've
But-
definitely seen Thor get rolled, but that's mostly his own damn fault.
But Superman's weakness to
Fair.
magic is the reason why Shazam is as strong as him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's because magic is so volatile and like hard to predict that you kind of
Mhm.
always have to expect it to be a wild card,
I
which means
can't.
that it's both bad and good.
The Scarlet Witch versus Enchantress.
Versus Enchantress, Scarlet Witch wins. Like I don't. There's no reason to say why. Scarlet Witch, she has magic, she wins.
Mr.
And it doesn't matter.
Mr.
It doesn't matter if Enchantress has magic.
It doesn't?
Like Scarlet Witch has. No, it doesn't. Do you guys know the lore
okay.
of Scarlet Witch?
Yes.
Scarlet Witch is literally like
No more
blessed by the
mutants.
god of chaos or something. Like she's like actually like linked to a god and basically an avatar in some timeline, which
Mhm.
means that she is insane on the power levels, you know, and also insane just mentally
All right,
in most
fine.
timelines as well.
And the second line, since Eric was right, Scarlet Witch won that. Scarlet Witch versus Zatanna.
You
I don't know who that is.
don't know who
Zatanna.
Zatanna is?
I don't. I'll Google it.
She's a sorceress. She's Dawn, the Helmet of Fate.
Bro, I don't know what
and
that is either.
Dr. Fate's helmet?
Dr. Fate, is that the
guy
with
that
the
got
goofy
rolled
face?
by Black Adam.
Who's that?
You've
Okay,
never
never
seen
mind.
the Black Adam movie? You never seen the Black
Moving
Adam
on.
movie?
I
Moving
haven't seen
on.
most movies, bro. Yeah, just
That's
moving
fair.
on.
Mr. Fantastic versus Mr. Stretchy. The stretchy dude.
Wait, the stretchy dude, the guy in the red suit,
Yeah. His name's
and
Plastic
that's
Man.
DC.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's how-
Plastic Man! Plastic
Yeah.
Man rolls him. Plastic Man is so fucking strong. Plastic Man is actually nearly immortal. Did you guys know that?
I did
You
not.
cannot kill
That's something
Plastic
new.
Man Plastic Man is actually like more resilient than Superman.
Mary Marvel versus
Fun
Supergirl.
fact. Plastic Man is like one of the only superheroes in Justice League that Batman does not have a plan to permanently disable. Basically, his plan is like keep him busy long enough that hopefully he comes to his senses.
Oh my god.
Wow.
The only reason that Plastic Man is not a multiverse level threat is because he's just a good guy. It's so
Okay.
Wow.
insane.
I have a villain
Wow.
lineup as well. I have the villain lineup as well.
You got the villain lineup?
Okay, let's hear this.
The
Let's hear
villain.
this. Let's hear
Gonna
this.
go
Let's hear this.
crazy.
Let's hear
Okay,
this.
Doctor Doom versus Yellow Lantern dude. Can't pronounce his name for life.
Sinestro?
okay.
Sinestro?
Yeah, Sinestro. Yeah, him.
Sinestro?
Yeah.
This is tough. Oh shit, this is tough.
Wait. That's not right. That's not right. It's Lex
not.
Luthor versus Doctor Doom. It's Lex versus
Lex
Doctor Doom.
Luthor versus
Oh.
Doctor Doom?
Yeah.
I would
Dr. Doom
argue.
rolls his
I was gonna
ass.
say Doctor Doom is. I would say he rolls him easily without even
Yeah.
Easily.
trying. Like Doctor Doom is so
Yeah.
unbelievable,
Incomprehensibly.
incomprehensibly strong.
Yeah,
Okay.
Doc Doom is
And
actually
Lex
like
Luthor is just a
stupidly
dude
strong.
in a suit. Lex
Yeah.
Luthor is literally just a dude in a suit.
Like
Fair.
Lex Luthor is equivalent to like Iron Man, basically.
Okay, that's fair.
And Iron Man does not win against magic.
Okay.
It really doesn't.
We have the Juggernaut versus that looks like Doomsday.
Doomsday wins.
I was
Doomsday
gonna say,
wins.
Doomsday is literally a Kryptonian.
Juggernaut versus Doomsday? You gotta be fucking with me, Brendan.
Juggernaut
Skull
is
versus
literally
Joker?
just a super jacked human.
The Red Skull versus Joker.
Red Skull
really
versus
think about
Joker? Dude,
Yeah.
that's actually crazy.
well,
Like which it's basically which
I
one is
gotta say
crazier.
Joker probably wins. I
Joker
gotta say the
versus
Joker
Red
wins.
Skull.
Yeah.
All right. Let's think about this logically here.
Okay.
No, there's the Joker's here. We can't think about it logically.
You're right. Let's think about this illogically. next lineup. Joker
Yeah, I
Loki.
agree with this.
Loki versus that looks like Black Adam.
Loki versus Black
I'm
Adam.
actually curious to see how that would roll out.
Loki versus Black Adam.
Mhm.
Ooh. Black
Have a
Adam
good
is
one.
magic, right?
Black
Yeah.
Adam is magic, but
Shazam.
Loki
Black
is
Adam is
also
magic.
magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta say this is writer's choice.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Fair.
Deadpool versus Deathstroke.
Easily Deadpool. He can't die.
Easily Deadpool.
He
Easily
can't
Deadpool.
die.
Easily.
Slade gets fucked up.
Thanos versus Doomsday.
Thanos
Doomsday.
versus
Thanos.
Doomsday.
No, Thanos versus Darkseid.
rolls.
Thanos versus Darkseid.
Thanos versus
versus
Darkseid.
Darkseid? Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Thanos versus Darkseid. This is for the fate of the universes, by the way. If whoever loses, their universe loses.
I was gonna say Darkseid
Thanos versus
literally has
Darkseid.
I was gonna say Darkseid. Okay. Let's think about this one logically. Let's go based off Thanos first.
That's a
He
menace to
literally has the
society.
power. He literally rolled Hulk around like a rag doll.
But would Thanos be able to fight Darkseid's eye beams? They track you.
Fair. However, are we talking Thanos just pure
Thanos
raw
no stones.
strength?
Thanos no stones. Thanos no
Thanos
stones.
no stones.
You always got to consider it Thanos no stones.
No, it's because the stones don't work in the DC universe. They don't exist. They don't. So it wouldn't work.
Yeah, no,
So it'd be
that's
no
also
stones.
fair. The stones are like the source of the universe in Marvel, and then DC has an entire other thing that is the
Yeah.
source. And
Well,
it's
I'll let y'all-
that's
okay.
what it is.
Okay, if we're
I'll
going
let-
off that logic, then I would argue Darkseid.
Darkseid.
Honestly,
Okay.
I think Thanos is actually like pretty strong. A lot of people like disregard him because of this, like, oh, Thanos no stones gets rolled, but like Thanos is still
Even then,
very
raw
strong.
strength, he's pretty strong. He was able to take on Hulk without the stones. He only
Actually,
had one at a time, and he still rolled him bare hands.
That's only in the MCU.
But still, but like a feat of strength there, he was able to
That's
roll
only-
Hulk pure bare hands.
Yeah, but
I mean,
that's
we
only
all
MCU
know
though.
which side would win, though. We all know which
Right.
side would win between Marvel and DC.
King the Conqueror versus Reverse Flash.
Kang the
Uh,
Conqueror versus Reverse Flash. Reverse Flash. Like that's easy.
all right. I
Yeah,
can't
bro,
argue.
bro. Yeah,
That's light
yeah.
work, no reaction.
Fair. I'll give
Can't
that to
you?
you.
You can't argue that.
Solomon Grundy. No, that's the Lizard versus Gorilla Grodd.
The Lizard versus Gorilla
Gorilla
Grodd.
Grodd. Yeah.
I think Lizard.
Lizard. Doc Ock versus Black Manta.
I would
Doc Ock versus
say,
Black Manta. That's Black Manta, I think.
Black Manta.
yeah.
The Penguin versus the Goblin.
The Goblin. The Goblin.
The
The
I was
Goblin
gonna say
fucking
he
kills
rolls
Penguin,
him.
bro. The Goblin fucking murders
I
Penguin.
was gonna say Goblin rolls
There's
Penguin.
no shot.
Black Cat versus Catwoman versus Black Canary.
Black Canary.
Black Canary.
Fair.
Canary
Solomon
defender.
Fair. I can see
Grundy.
that.
Solomon Grundy. I don't know who that is. Kyle. I don't know that phase.
David,
It's,
who do you think wins if it was Marvel versus DC?
definitely DC.
I would say DC. They
See,
do have a.
that's where both of you are wrong. Because the thing is, DC has no one equivalent to the Incredible Squirrel Girl.
But
Like
it's
she's
not actually
no.
not
Here's the
true.
thing. Here's the thing that you guys don't understand. The unbeatable Squirrel Girl is actually unbeatable. Squirrel Girl soloed Thanos.
I know. I
You
remember.
know, Squirrel Girl is literally undefeatable. And the only reason she's not a multiversal level threat is because A, she's good, and B, she's your friendly neighborhood superhero.
Wow.
Like,
Just like that.
the thing is, she only wins because it's a joke, because she's the Squirrel Girl and she's unbeatable, but that doesn't mean she doesn't always win.
Oh yeah.
All right. That's a good way of seeing. That's a good way of looking at it.
Because here's the thing. If you think, here's how it goes, right? If every DC hero and villain, right, versus every Marvel villain and hero, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say every single one of the DC heroes and villains has like just a little bit, they're just a little bit stronger than all of their equals in the other universe, right?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The unbeatable Squirrel Girl cleans up.
Well, what about with the Flash family? And this Flash family would include the evil speedsters as well. So like Hunter Zolomon, Reverse Flash,
And,
Savitar. They're all faster than Squirrel
bro,
Girl.
the Flashes are dumb as fuck. The Flashes
Not
get beat all
really.
the time. No, they literally are. They have such fast thinking time, and they're so like this blah 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 blah, and it always gets countered by something.
Like Vibe
Like
could do a lot of damage too.
they can get countered by any Marvel superhero. You know what? I have a very simple solution to what you just said, Brendan.
Okay.
Scarlet Witch. The Scarlet Witch kills all of them, literally all of them.
The
The
Scarlet
Scarlet
Witch
Witch
would
uses
have
her
to
chaos.
think
The Scarlet
as
Witch uses
fast.
her. The Scarlet Witch uses her stupid chaos magic, and she kills all of them. I'm sorry
That's
to
if
say
she's
it to you.
fast enough though.
It like here's the thing.
Even
If the
then,
Scarlet Witch catches them off guard, if all of the Flashes go for Squirrel Girl and the Scarlet Witch is like anywhere nearby, they all die.
fair.
I
I'd
beg
say
to
that.
differ.
Sorry,
I beg
Brendan.
to
Sorry,
differ.
Brendan.
I
Sorry,
beg to
Brendan. Two
differ.
against one.
And that's mean anything. Like it doesn't mean
Dude,
anything. Like you think
just take the L on this one.
like you
Just
think
take
I'm
that
the
sorry,
Reverse
Brendan.
Flash is going to go
Brendan, have
willingly?
you
take the L on this one. I'm
Brendan,
begging
have you
you.
considered the fact that my cat Bosco would beat all of the Flash's asses?
Who?
He's faster than them. My cat Bosco, he beat their asses. And he's
I
fighting
I
on the
don't
side of
believe that.
Marvel. I'm sorry, Marvel wins. Marvel wins. They got
It's
Bosco.
been
Okay.
it's been decided.
But like even with DC has flip, I can't remember his name.
Um,
But yes, they have Marvel. DC is the people who actually have gods though. Marvel really doesn't have gods.
Marvel doesn't really have gods? Are you lying?
No, like they have gods, but like they've not never been shown to be proven as gods, so to say.
No, you're just wrong.
No, like for and like they claim themselves to be gods, but like they all bleed and do all sorts of stuff. Like for instance, Thor, god, he's a god of something, but he's easily beaten and bleeds. Zeus,
Yeah, well, here's the
easily
thing.
beaten and bruised.
Yeah, so that doesn't mean they're not gods. Like, just because the definition of God is different across universes doesn't mean they're still not gods in their
I'm like
universe. Like
people.
you're considering God as a definition that you have and shown from like a different universe. They are gods. They're just not the same kind of gods.
But like, fair, I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Like
But
what you're doing is you're playing a definitions game here, and honestly, the definitions game is getting a bit old with Marvel versus DC.
I
And
just
Fair.
plus,
think
the gods from DC would not be fighting because the gods from DC don't fight. The gods from DC affect things in their own way, but they usually don't fight.
they intervene. Like I know most of
Exactly, they
I know
intervene.
True.
most of
True.
Marvel's gods currently just have hosts.
Yeah, and some of them fight, like Thor. But like the thing is, like they each have a different level of agency in their own universes. So this is a strange hill to die on.
Fair, I'll give it to Marvel.
Yep.
It's like the moment that's fair because the moment that one of the I don't know hosts of the god side, the do gods do come out and fight
Mm-hmm.
if they need to.
And the moment the unbeatable Squirrel Girl
Oh my
helps one
god, back to the
person, then
Squirrel Girl.
they
what?
bro, you
What is up
cannot
with the
ignore the
Squirrel
unbeatable Squirrel
Girl,
Girl.
bro?
First it was Huntress, now it's Squirrel Girl.
Oh my god.
She's literally unbeatable, bro. She is
Okay,
widowy unbeatable.
I know someone who could beat her.
Who?
Miss Frizzle and the Magic School Bus.
That's actually. You know what? Let's consider this. Let's
Am
consider
I,
this.
am I
The
wrong?
Oh,
magic.
here we go.
So
Here we go down the rabbit
Miss
hole.
Frizzle without the Magic School Bus doesn't win most fights, but with the Magic School Bus, I
Right.
don't know if she does win most fights. She escapes most fights.
Okay.
Like the Magic School Bus itself is an item of utility, not of power.
Okay, that's fair.
You know? And if we're considering it in the show, she only ever uses it for educational reasons, which leads me to believe that it only can be used for educational reasons.
Okay, fair.
Otherwise, it's just a school bus.
Right.
Fair.
Fair.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? What would you think a Transformers crossover with Marvel would be like?
It's happened before. I know it has.
But like in movie
I'm sure
form,
it has.
what would you think the
In
crossover would look
movie
like?
form,
Yeah, what would you think that the crossover would look like?
I
I don't know.
hmm. I would want to see how that plays out.
Because like, would it just be
I
like
feel like Transformers are better as comics.
the recent Transformers movie that came out was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Rise of the
No
Beast, it was good.
spoilers. No
You haven't seen Rise of
spoilers.
the Beast?
No.
It's been
But
out
I
for
I
hear
haven't
it's
6
really
I haven't
good.
months.
seen any of the Transformers movies. Basically,
Not even the first one with Megan Fox.
look.
Megan
If I
Fox is
have
actually
seen it, I
in
don't
2 of
remember
them.
it.
Two of them. Whatever. You get what I mean.
I'm sorry, David. How do you not own Paramount Plus?
Too broke.
Okay then. Anyway, moving
I just
on.
have the DVDs. All right.
Oh, I have the DVDs too. But anything else to talk about?
Well,
But anything
we
else to talk about?
We technically reached our hour threshold for the
Yeah,
episode.
and with
Yep,
that
yeah.
last comment, we are going to end it off there. I've been your host, David, here with Ray BYT, known as Brendan, and a random white guy known as Derek. And we'll see you guys next week on episode 3, where the madness continues on this rabbit hole of which universe wins against what.
Oh, we're continuing this. I thought we were going to leave it behind
Okay.
this episode, but you already said that, so
Yeah.